Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. Pro Ripple lawyer takes major step in XRP investor lawsuit. Now, you're going to laugh when you see how long this person held XRP. Deaton makes a compelling case that XRP holders have a unique viewpoint that differs significantly from the parties. He adds that the lead plaintiff purchased XRP between January 1st and 16th, 2018, and sold that XRP between January 9th and 17th, 2018. This implied that he only owned XRP for about 2 weeks more than 5 years ago. Deaton continued to propose amnesty and the other 75,890 XRP holders presently own XRP. He further explains that given the technological advancements related to the XRP ledger and the use cases for XRP, 2018's XRP is not the same as that of 2023. Also, many different XRP holders acquired XRP for many different reasons unknown or ignored by the plaintiff. So they held it for 2 weeks. We've been holding XRP for years. And yet, because they didn't turn a profit within 2 weeks, they feel they're entitled to some sort of compensation. Well, if we held for years, wouldn't we be entitled to some compensation as well? It's ridiculous. I believe this is the guy who literally lost $50 on XRP back then, because I remember this being a big deal. But again, it isn't the same XRP that we held in 2018. Today's XRP is much different. The XRP ledger is about to explode this year with so many projects coming on board. Plus, we see Ripple out there laying the pipework for CBDCs as well. Back then, everything that was conspiracy theory is now becoming fact today. Ripple General Counsel compares U.S. crypto crackdown to early snowboarding resistance. I thought this was great. So Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty has compared the resistance to crypto in the United States to the opposition to snowboarding in the 1980s. The attorney did this in a tweet yesterday, sharing a CBDC news clip from '85 that highlighted this disdain ski hill operators had for the emerging sport. And I feel that's the way the U.S. is looking at crypto. It's something new, something they can't control. It's a threat to the banking system. It's a threat to the system that they've been raping for cash for years. And these big bankers want to continue getting all those yearly gains off the current financial system. That's why they're afraid of crypto. Garlinghouse named a total of 5 promising news stories about cryptocurrency regulation around the world in a market where Ripple has a strong presence. And we see here, Garlinghouse says, looking beyond what's been happening in the United States in just the last few weeks, the number of positive global regulation developments is going strong, said the CEO, who cited Dubai as the prime example. Dubai has always been a technology-driven country and has just published a comprehensive new set of regulations for market participants, from compliance rules, advertising to token issuance, and more. In October of 2021, Ripple landed its first on-demand liquidity partner in the country with international financial services company PYYPL. Then he goes on to talk about Australia as well and South Korea. So the rest of the world is moving so much faster than the US. That's why we're going to be left behind when that new financial system rolls out. Where is the William Hinman speech? Gary Gensler is dropping nukes on the crypto world. I think it's time Ripple dropped the mother of all bombs on the SEC. Now, I feel those Hinman speech, first the speech and the email, should all hit mainstream media news. That would be crushing to the SEC. IRS releases memorandum on deducting cryptocurrency losses. And again, they don't want you writing off certain losses around crypto either. It's all about them collecting that tax money. And like Elizabeth Warren wants to know what you hold in cold storage. It's hypocrisy. That's what it comes down to. You know, the biggest companies in the world pay less in taxes than a school teacher. That's how ridiculous this country really is. Ripple winning in the SEC lawsuit would be bigger than settlement, and I've said that all along. But Morgan cited 5 reasons why the SEC could gain more if this was to happen. First, Ripple might be forced to pay a big fine. Second, this would be an outcome that justifies the lawsuit. Third, no disclosure of Hinman emails to the public, and we want those out in the public. Fourth, no adverse decision on the fair notice defense. Perhaps most importantly, fifth, he says there will be no decision on the blue sky investment contract issue. But we need that regulatory clarity. If XRP gets that clarity, watch how high the price goes. All the banks coming on board as well. We are at a critical time. We need Ripple to win this lawsuit outright. Ethereum co-founder Joseph Lubin says no chance Ethereum is classed as security. What does he know that we don't know? Ethereum co-founder and crypto entrepreneur Joseph Lubin is confident that Ether won't be classified as a security in the United States. Cointelegraph spoke with Lubin, Ethereum co-founder and founder of blockchain tech firm Consensus, in Tel Aviv at the Web3 event Building Blocks 23. So asked if Ethereum could be classified as a security in the U.S. after Ethereum's transition to a proof-of-stake consensus model, Lubin said it is as likely and would have the same impact as if Uber was made illegal. There would be tremendous outcry from not just the crypto community, but different politicians and certain regulators, he added. So he already knows that Gary knows that Ethereum will never see a day in court. Even though Gary has came out and said Ethereum looks a lot like a security. So are they still working behind the scenes today? That's what I gather from this. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments section down below. But I like the way he says there would be outcry from politicians and certain regulators. That's big. So while the world continues to move forward, the U.S. continues to stay behind. Bank of England mentions Ripple in its digital pound consultation paper. Now, we know the UK is moving very fast. Everything over there is fast, probably 3 times faster than the U.S. is. And that's why the U.S. needs to wrap up this case and push forward with innovation. I say it all the time. Fed unveils 2023 stress test scenarios. Now, this is something you need to worry about. So, Wall Street's largest banks will be tested against hypothetical scenarios of a severe global recession with heightened stress in both commercial and residential real estate markets. The Federal Reserve said in its 2023 annual bank stress test Thursday. Now, why are they looking to put a stress test against the housing market? I'll tell you why, because that bubble is about to pop. Realtors don't want you to know that. They're still out there pushing that there's a housing shortage and you need to buy now. Now's the time to buy that new house. But because you're in crypto, you know better. You want to buy the bottom, not the top. And I still see people saying, oh, I think I'm going to buy a house next year. I think I'm going to buy a house this year. You know, you might want to wait and see what happens here, because if they're stress testing this market, you could almost bet that this market is going to go down. None of us will have to work once XRP hits $1,000. Now, me personally, if XRP was to hit $1,000, I would have to find something to do on a daily basis because I have to continue moving. It's just me. That's why I go to work my 9 to 5, come home, make videos for you because I can't sit still for 5 minutes. But on top of that, if XRP was to hit $1,000, I would want to do a lot of good for a lot of people. I believe once that happens, the financial system would already be crashing out and a lot of people would have financial problems. So maybe start an organization that helps people that can't get loans from the bank, or maybe they need house repairs, something like that, where they could pay back little bit of pieces of what they owe over time. So they could still continue with a normal life. But that's what I would do. On top of that, it would give me time to do the things I want to do, maybe go travel a little bit or something. But everybody has their own scenario for what they would do once XRP was to hit $1,000. Anybody who holds XRP that's out there in the workforce most likely would stop working where they're working now. They would find something different to do. But on top of that, I would definitely make sure I get passive income from my XRP. I would never want to sell any of it either, because that's how you get generational wealth. People always talk generational wealth, but they don't really explain it. So I'm going to explain it in what I see for generational wealth. Say XRP hit $1,000. You have a couple options. Number one, you could easily open the trust, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, or you could gain passive income where you could sit there and collect the amounts of money for your lifetime. Then you pass your crypto down to your kids and they get passive income for their lifetime. Then they pass it to their kids. That's generational wealth. So that's what another option I see in the future as far as being an XRP holder. But I do know this. You can't buy happiness with money, but you can buy time with money. You can buy the time to do the things you want to do. That's why we all invest in an XRP to begin with. Maybe we hate our job. Maybe we don't want to get up in the morning and go back and do the same thing we did yesterday. And I understand that. And that's why it's important to keep holding your XRP, because the future, we don't know what it holds for any of us. But I do know this, as long as you hold XRP, you still have a future. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.